Shawn Lam here for Streaming Media Producer. I'm here with Jon Tatooles. He's the Vice President of Marketing for sound devices. We're looking at the Pix240i. What can you tell me about this, the update on the 240 to make it the 240i?
First, the update. We introduced the update in the fall, and we've taken the same hardware of the 240 and added a very high performance IPS panel. So this is a 5-inch screen that gives you excellent off-axis visibility, great color accuracy, and it really highlights some of the tools that we have. We've got some monitoring functions that are traditional in a typical field monitor, like false color, edge enhancement, one-to-one pixel mapping. So now you can take advantage of that on a nice high-performance panel.
Yeah, it really helps with exposure, with focus, those type of things?
Exactly, yes.
All right, and IPS is in-plane switching, that's right, as opposed to, what was the predecessor?
Boy, that's a good question.
Was it LED, or was it different?
IPS is still LED,
okay,
but IPS is just a technology of LED.
Okay, so the predecessor was probably maybe a TN or something
TN,
lower.
right, yeah.
Okay. What are we recording to and what type of codecs and bit rates are available?
The Pix240 records to ProRes files or DNx HD files, and they're in a QuickTime wrapper. So we record these files, and on the ProRes side, we support rates down from the proxy files all the way up to ProRes 4444. So over 3G SDI, we can accept a 3G SDI 444 signal, record ProRes 4444. Lots of fours.
Yes. As a recording device for an external switcher, how do we connect this off of an external switcher and audio? How does it flow into this?
Interconnectivity on the Pix240 is quite simple. It's SDI in, HDMI in, that's selectable, and SDI in and HDMI out simultaneously. So you can use this as a format converter to come in and out and loop through. One of the nice tools for that is that you may have an HDMI only monitor. Now you come in SDI, you can come out HDMI, and you can use that lower cost HDMI monitor as your preview monitor or program monitor.
And cost and availability?
Pix240 is a retail price of about $3,300, and that's without the drives. One of the things that is unique about these drives is that we use off-the-shelf standard SSDs. We can record to hard drives, but we prefer SSD, especially in environments where you might be having some motion, the camera's moving around. And the caddies themselves have an interface so that you can lay off your files directly to a computer. So you've got USB 2, USB 3, FireWire 400, 800, and eSATA.
That's right on the caddy itself.
Right on the caddy itself, and you're not going and using the drive and inserting it into a drive bay where that drive is only rated for 30, 40, 50 insertion cycles.
And then once it's inserted, this is actually the connection point here on the eSATA.
So eSATA is the actual physical connection for the drive. You can come in embedded, you can come in analog, you can come in actually digital as well. You can select this to be digital. You can also come in SDI and add the analog along with it.
How is this device powered, and are there more than one option to power at the same time?
Powering is over the Hiroshi 4-pin over 10 to 18 volts external DC, so that might be from a DTAP or from a wall mains power supply. You can also power from external Sony camcorder mounts, and these are in parallel. So you may want to record or always have a battery on just as a battery backup, but the nice thing is you can cycle these batteries and you can hot swap them because they're running in parallel operation.
So if I'm running off of AC and I yank the AC, does it switch automatically to the battery backup?
It'll be a seamless battery backup connection. And then when the unit is powered down, it will charge those onboard batteries. So we can come into the unit and we can select whatever file rate that we want from our setup menu here. These are the available rates, either the DNx HD or the ProRes codecs.
So you do have an LT 100 megabit on ProRes. It's one of the ones I like using sometimes, like as an archive record for a webcast. Right. And other times when you're coming straight off the camera for a chroma key, you're looking for a bit higher, maybe a 220.
Right. Another really nice tool of the unit, it's kind of a multi-tool of video production, and one of those tools is its hardware scaler. So you can come in to the unit at whatever rate you want, and you can output either to file or to the output of the SDI and HDMI to whatever your scaled rate is. So you may come in standard def, you want to up-res that to HD or output for whatever reason to a standard def, or go between a 720 and a 1080 environment, you can do that and go between progressive and interlaced. So it's a very powerful hardware scaler that's really helpful for a lot of applications.
And that's upscaling and that's downscaling.
Yes.
This has been a look at the Pix240i. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.